Have you heard of something called the coffin stone? Jasper's eyes grew to double their size with a look of both excitement and fear.
How do you know about that?
I'm starting to think it's real.
I thought you didn't believe my tale about the ghost ship.
I do now.
Then I'm happy to tell you everything I know. Now, don't be telling anyone this, but I've read the captain's log, and the coffin stone was what murdered my great-great-grandfather's crew. Try telling people that a little bit of rock could allow a single pirate to overrun a galleon, and you're laughed at. But that's exactly what he says happened. 86 crew members, all killed by a magic stone. Their souls dragged from their bodies.
Who was wielding the stone?
A pirate called Captain Skelet. Truth be told, he wasn't much of a pirate for the first years of his career on the high seas. But almost overnight, he became the most feared gentleman ever to fly the black flag.
What happened to him?
Nobody knows.
And the stone?
Nobody knows that either. But if you hear anything, do tell me.
Are these fossils for sale?
Goodness me, you're the second person today to ask me about them.
Let me guess. The first one was a gentleman called Muffy?
I didn't catch his name, but he pressed his face up against the cabinet so hard he left nose prints on the glass. Wouldn't stop asking questions about where I found them. Seemed to think they were from here on the island. Didn't have the heart to tell him I brought them all back from a vacation in Grimstone, Arizona. Total time waster. Who was he anyway? Friend of yours?
Not exactly. His name is Muffy Carlyle.
Of the Carlisle Provincial Accounts and Joint Stock Corporation?
That's him.
You mean to tell me one of the richest men in the country was in my store? My store. Selling the finest watches, necklaces, jewelry, and rings? And all he wanted to talk about was rocks and bones? Excuse me. I feel a little faint.
Do you think I could buy a fossil?
You certainly can, if you can afford it.
Could I take it on account?
On account of what?
On account of me having no money. I think I'll just look around for now.
I'm here if you need me.
It was an ornate display cabinet. I didn't need to show him that. Nope. Nope.
Your tears and your pleas, you want to start over once more.
I had nothing else to say to Captain Moot. It was clear he wasn't going to turn on the lighthouse light until it got foggy.
I'll remember what happened before.
Hello again, Captain Pemberley.
Welcome back, Captain McCallan.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but the Spirit Queen burned down.
Oh, what a sad day. I knew it would happen sooner or later. It was that damn fool Moray, wasn't it? He never loved her the way I did. She was one in a million. A personality as fierce as the Mississippi. A sway when she moved that could hypnotize any man. And curves in all the right places.
Are we still talking about a boat? I'd best be running along. Enjoy your evening.
Farewell, Captain McCallan.
Oh, why should I care now? I dreamed many times of those sweet wedding chimes, but my dreams were all
While I was trapped on Devil's Rock, a map of the world wasn't going to be much use to me.
I can't be mended with tears or with sighs. I'd blot out the past if your love could last. I'd forgive and forget somehow. But you didn't care when you
If I needed more help from Crab, I was going to need to charter his ferry. What should I do with your flag, Crab?
Have you considered taking up Semaphore?
The flag's cheap material would have burned up in an instant if I lit it. That wasn't going to work. The flag's cheap material would have burned up in an instant if I lit it. Nope. Lighting up gunpowder I was carrying in my vest would have resulted in Murphy pieces all over the island. In days gone by, invaders might have exploded gunpowder barrels to get through the fortress's thick and imposing walls. I decided I should use the gate. I jiggled the gate, but it wasn't going to open. A large pond lay in front of the house. Belmore Manor was the most alive it had been in decades. The balcony was broken where I'd been thrown out of Abigail's bedroom.
Then we stockpile the phys ed equipment and use the hockey sticks as swords.
Quiet! Quiet! It's him again.
I needed to think of something else. That wasn't going to work. I didn't need to show her that. that wasn't going to work. I didn't need to show her that.
Why is he still here?
I have absolutely no idea.
The teapot was empty. A bone china teapot sat at the center of the table. It was perhaps the first time in decades the gazebo had been used for a tea party. I couldn't do that. The barrel had smashed on the ground, revealing its dark, syrupy sweet contents. Molasses. It was a handmade necklace of a wooden compass broken in two. The vicar had a face pulled so tight it looked like he was sucking on a sour lemon. His haughtiness suggested he was the kind of vicar who would criticize St. Peter for letting too many people through the gates. Good evening, Father Foskett.
Hello again, my child.
Are you prepared for the ceremony?
In every way, except one. I still haven't found my Bible.
Shouldn't you be looking for it?
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Furthermore, I have no idea where to look, but I would very much like to see it returned to me.
We three kings of Jackson Square, selling stockings a nickel a pair.
Oh, how drastic, no elastic, not very safe to wear. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from.
I best be heading off.
May God be with you.